So fir, really nice, strange movement all the way up. You know, when I just initially collected, I just put it in this pot, so I'm going to try to change the angle a lot. I'll see how far I can dig down to get roots. This trunk, yeah, so my wire bit in. That's what'll happen, and then this top is dead. That's not no bud. So I could consider chopping it there and trying to get some twin trunk, but I'm actually thinking that was a nice decision made for me by that, is chop it here, get rid of that whole thick. You know, and I could gin, but it's going to be kind of a more elegant line. So I haven't quite decided there, but gonna dig it out, get in this cement pot, and yeah, I'm just kind of fun, excited to kind of work on this a bit. It's kind of a strange one. So the roots have started growing, and all those white tips. So not the best time, because as I trim those, it's going to be hard for them to keep going. But really nice root ball, definitely needs to be transplanted. So I'm at it at a good time. So this was my original front, and I, you know, in part I didn't like this entire loop, double loop there, so I kind of wanted to cut that back. And I like the Yamadori, although this root actually crosses over, and that kind of looks strange. Could maybe go at one point, but what I've noticed is that it kind of it like swoops way forward, and when you're looking at it in person, it's the top is out here somewhere. So I don't love it, and then if I keep the gin, it's kind of like eye poking straight. I could bend it back and make it nicer, but then I turned it around to this side, and I really noticed, wow, this movement, the movement of the whole trunk, especially from far away, it looks really nice. It is kind of coming forward, so I think I need to bring some of this down and forward. But I think I can do it. I think it works. The branches are kind of long, and so I can swoop them around and fill out some space. And it's just really nice movement. Now it does, from far away, it is leaning back a bit. So, you know, at some point I might tilt it. I might get in something like that. Although you have this problem. You have it no matter what. And maybe it's a nice feature, right? So, and as far as trimming for design features, I didn't take anything off, just took this section off, so I'm just keeping every branch. I hope that, you know, I'll eventually thin it out more, but for an initial styling, I just want to keep the strength as much as I can, and I'm going to kind of design it from this angle, but I mean, there's lots of nice angles. Kind of lose some of that, this nice movement to start, but I do like this tree a lot. It's got these nice movements in it. Here's the final design. I did design it from this side. You know, I pretty much just, you know, decided to put the branches within the structure that they are already, even though I have too many. Meaning if they occur lower on the branch, then I put them lower. If they go to the right, I put them to the right. So I'm not trying to hide too much. I'm trying to get away from that idea. I want a better structure in my bonsai. So that's kind of what I'm moving towards. I tried to move all the wires sort of similar like. They are a bit snake-like, and like I said, I'd love to just clean up a whole bunch of this stuff, and really kind of, it would make it look compact, but I want to make sure it does well. I'm super happy with that line that goes up. It's quite gnarly, and this is quite something. I do like it. You know, this front of the pot has a crack in it. I made the drainage holes too big and the cement too thin, and so it cracked. It'll hold, I think, for quite a while, so it'll be okay. But what I originally wanted to do was to have this in the front, and I mean it's still not a bad, like you can see the line. It's not horrible, but you definitely have the tree coming towards you, and so it's not as nice. And it's just not as clean from this side. I have left a lot in the back, and there's a lot more branches on that side. So yeah, I think, you know, in the, like, that's my front. I think to you guys, this leans back too much with the tree. So future, I think it'll come up, and I think just a teeny bit to the right of what I have it. Maybe something like that. Although, you know, the way I have it, what I didn't like is I didn't like this sort of curve, and I made this flat, so I really didn't pot it very well at all with the end design. So, you know, I'm trying to get away from that, hard to say. But by having it come forward a bit, it hides it a bit in there. So this is a little weird. I'll do something to this to kind of, just want to be careful. You know, careful I don't. So that's a little better, but it'll, you know, I'm not sure what it'll do right there. This bark is pretty weak, and like I said, because I cut into that, I'm really gonna have to be careful with the wire, especially when it's so vigorous and young. So I'm gonna have to pull this wire off. Probably not that soon, but man, I'm just thrilled. I'm actually quite happy with that tree. I really wasn't sure what it was gonna turn into, and I look forward to kind of seeing how it develops. But yeah, it's got potential for a few different fronts. I mean, the Nabari on that other side is significantly better. Although that root's weird, right? So the compromises of it. I will carve this out, is what I'll do. I'll get the pliers, I'll carve it out. I don't like it being so smooth. And then I'll put some lime sulfur on there. You know, it's also a bit thick in sections. So maybe thin it out so it doesn't sort of dominate along the tree too much. Yeah,